Hello there, I'm Garry Foster and welcome back to the next edition of What Price Victory. In this particular game or video, we'll be looking at a top of the table clash between Melbourne Victory and Western Sydney Wanderers. And as you can see by that table, Wanderers are 2 points in front of us with a game in hand. We're getting them on the back of their first defeat. They'd won 9 straight games before losing midweek to Adelaide United. So hopefully we can get in, cash in on their recent loss. Now, since you last joined us, our schedule, we played at home to the Central Coast Mariners, and we were able to welcome Rudy Gestede back into the goal-scoring circle. All players played pretty well, but I was particularly happy with Gestede, considering he'd had a couple of average games by his performance. But yeah, hopefully he's back to his goal-scoring form of last year. Gestede on the far post with a looping header straight past the keeper. Okay, so here we are with Victory's game against Glory. As you can see, we dominated the shots on target. We dominated the XG, even though we were slightly shaved in possession. There was an interesting or controversial incident there where Astropropotomdites was second yellow card and was subsequently dismissed for a rather innocuous looking challenge, but the VAR said it was a penalty, and he was marched. So Glory ended up playing the last portion of the game with only 10 men. We can quickly watch those goals. Troy with the ball, Laurie Latenzo stings the palms of the keeper, square ball to Rojas, who tucked it away. Brimmer with his controversial penalty. And then our third one by Rojas. Laurie Latenzo in the middle. Barnett through ball to Rojas all by himself. Makes space for himself and he tucks it away. Rojas had signed a contract for us, but it looks like his head may have been turned by a big offer from a Belgium club, so we might be losing him shortly. Also, since you joined us, the Asian Champions League has been drawn, and we've been pitted in a Group G with Seongnam of the K-League in Korea, Shanghai Port from the Chinese Super League, and United City from the Philippines, I think they are. Yes, the Philippines. So in the press conference that we had, I basically lied through my teeth and said that we were a strong chance of qualifying, but in order to do that, we would have to get in front of one of those very strong teams from either the K-League or the Super League. So if we do finish in front of Shanghai Port or Seongnam, we will qualify, but I think that's a pretty tall order. Okay, so let's go off now to play our top of the table clash against Western Sydney Wanderers. Okay, so this will be the the team that will take on Wanderers. We've got Acton in goal. We've got Rouge, Schotten, Ansell and Traore in defence. In midfield, we've got Teague, Brimmer and Barnett. Well, I just might tone his down to a more support role. Laurie Latenzo and Rojas out wide attacking, and we've got Gestede up front. So we'd like them to carry off where they left off last game, even though the scoreline I think was a little bit flattering to us, but we did dominate Perth, so that's all we can ask for. Okay, so quiet start to the game, but coming up We'll try and encourage the players. Hopefully boys can cash in on the loss that Wanderers had during the week. But Doherty out wide, white shirts in the middle, and there's a goal. Abini. It's like he out-jumped our central defence, and it was a good header. Okay, so conceding a goal after 10 minutes is not ideal, just after I dropped them some encouragement. So much out wide to O'Doherty. Doherty, Obedi come in and, yeah, out-jumped our central defender. Okay, so they need to consolidate. Numbers not too impressive. That Wanderers with a corner. Oh, yeah. Goal kick, yeah. Right, no one's setting the world on fire here, so ideally I'd like Rojas or Laurie Latenzio to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Lay something on for Gastede. Tell them to demand more. So Brimmer with the corner. Near post for Rojas. Headed wide. Do it. Right. Laurie Latenzio not playing well. And Rojas is running out of puff. Don't know why that changes all the time. It seems to default back. Okay. Ikomedes on the ball. Cut out by Brimmer. Gastede. Okay, you've got support on the right. Okay, there's no shirts in the middle. Yeah, I wish he had a cut in. But he's right-footed. Okay, so Doherty on the ball. Not man marking terribly well there. They're white shirts. They seem to have a lot of green space between them and a blue shirt. Cross coming across. Ikomedes with looping header over the bar. Teresi. Okay. Plenty of time on the left. Cross to the right. Ooh, checked. Foul. Ooh. Okay. Anything of 4 things could have happened there, but I'm glad it was a goal kick in the end. Still yet another highlight with Wanderers deep in our defensive third. Ikomedes, skims it past the far post. We cannot get any quality ball. So I think we're lucky to be down just by the 1 goal. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed with you. It's like a fatherly talk to his pregnant daughter. Point the finger. Expect to see a much better showing. Okay. Demand more. So Acton with the ball short to Shotton. Barnett. Okay, Rojas. Gastede. Rojas makes his run again. Skins the player. Can he draw a penalty? It looks like he has. Oh, okay. Lifeline back into the game. VAR confirmation. He's confirmed the decision. Oh, geez. Okay. Brimmer, our best penalty taker, but never sure if he can get a goal from 12 yards. And he does. Bottom right-hand corner. Issue never in doubt. So, unexpectedly, we're back in this game. I have to have a look at our numbers, and I'm not real happy with Laurie Latanzio's performance, but let's see if we can get another 5 to 10 minutes out of him. Doesn't look like it. 6-5. Okay, loose header. Okay, Gastide couldn't get to the ball. So marking, there's so much gap. Yeah, Ikomedes on the far post. Side netting. Right. Laurie, unless you can score a 5-minute hat-trick, Laurie Latanzio will be coming off. Shot across the bows in anger. Righto, Laurie. On Louis. Okay, Stormaroo can man mark him. But I am now looking at Lawton to come on Latanzio and to swap with Rojas. I'm thinking that I might change his duties to be more defensive. He can be automatic. Look, I'll run with that. I'm not 100% happy with that, but let's give them 10 minutes and just see how they can pan out. And of course, if you press play, the game progresses a lot quicker. Rookie error 101. Okay, so Victory with a free kick. Pretty flat defence and flat attack. Lawton on the ball. Brimmer coming up from midfield and tucked into the corner by Rojas. Okay, that was something out of nothing. Again. So yeah, Gastide coming back really, really deep. Lawton on the ball. I mean, I know I've got him as a deep lying forward. I just might change that. Might have been the master stroke that made the goal, so I might be undoing it all. Okay, so Traore and Teague on the ball. Rojas now operating on the left. Teague through to Rojas. Rojas into the box. Dispossessed. Okay, Therese with a fair bit of space. Holds the ball up. Long cross to Abini with a header straight to Acton. Okay. Lawton, Rojas, Gastide, Traore. Okay, all's going to come down to fitness levels now because their ratings are picked up after that goal. So I'm deep to the far post. Abini on the ball. Drift. 70 minutes. Maybe I should heap a bit of praise on them after this. Okay, so they're defending well, but they've left this guy with a lot of room. Stinging shot, well saved by Acton. Okay, now I can drop a little bit of praise on them for getting back into the game. Shotton is shot, is he? He does look shot. But he's been playing well. Ah, Brimmer. Teague, Gastede. Brimmer, oh, hits the post. Hits the post. Ooh. Once again, something out of nothing. Look, I think Shotton will have to be replaced. Hadji's back there. I want him, yeah, and Boxham. He can be there for my my midfield adjustment if needed. So Traore on the ball. Brimmer with a cross to no one in particular. Teague runs back to get the ball. At your leisure, sir. Bit of space for Brimmer. Come on, there's space out wide. Traore. Square ball finds us out, but cut out well by Ansell. Now Rojas. Ugh. Okay, Traore in space. Little ball into Rojas. Gastede with a header, yes. 3-1. Okay, so that was a frustrating bit of play because I thought we kept on turning it inside, but let's just say that we played with a little bit of patience. So Teague with a good ball. Traore I thought would be a cross, but a dinky little ball to Rojas, who swapped feet for Gastede to head the ball home. So yes, we can swap, and Shotton is coming off. Cancel. Yep, sorry. Okay, Rojas and Brimmer. Rojas, I think. Well, it was going to be Brimmer. Both are running on empty, but I think I need to nurse Rojas through through this period. So he's on the left. Yeah, Elvis. Conserva can come on. And Conserva with the right foot can play an inside forward role. So confirm that sub. Press play. Go for a more cautious approach. And just pause that again, because out of possession I want to play with a deeper defensive line, and in possession I want to be more disciplined, lower tempo, time wasting, and play for set pieces. Yes, I know we're at home and people get annoyed when the fans see you doing that, but I think we just need to frustrate the Wanderers a little bit more. There's 2 goals in 10 minutes is not out of the question, especially when there's a counter-attack on right now. Oh, he's got to be offside, surely. It's all by himself. Did he stray offside? I thought he was a mile offside. Doing it all day, ref. Well, I'm not quite sure how the referee, the AR could have picked that up, because you're supposed to be... Oh no, if he was in line with the second last defender, well then... Okay, so they're doing more attacking approach. Okay, so they're trying an all-out attack. So Brimmer... We've committed a lot of troops forward for this. So Ansell. 3 on 1. How? Oh. How did Victory end up with 3 on 1 when we've got a cautious approach? We wasn't supposed to commit that many players forward. So poor clearance by Acton. Archimedes unmarked. Hits the post, saves us, but here we have the rebound. Acton saves it. Come on, guys. Barreto, focus. Focus. Oh, headed off the line by Ansell. Oh dear, Wanderers are knocking at the door. They're knocking at the door. Okay, so Kamsoba. Can he launch a counter-attack? Gastede, a mile offside. I don't know what you're doing up there, son. A rather innocuous ball through. Okay, so time added on. The focus shout has gone out. Goodness me. They're defending the penalty area here. So Lawton. We don't appear to be doing very good at wasting time. So Ansell with a defensive header. Kamsoba loses out. Our deep defensive line, goodness me. Oh, he's through. Teruse. I think he just may be onside for that because he run in on the blind side. Yeah, he got in behind. Yeah, Traore. Or between Traore and Haraj, I think. Tight offside. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's okay. So 3-2. Another minute or so of added time. And then we have it. Okay. So, despite the Wanderers throwing absolutely everything at us in that final period of play, we were able to get a victory. XG says it was deserved. On the run of play, I'm tending to think Wanderers would be disappointed with the loss, and maybe a draw would have been a fairer result. But anyway, who said football is fair? It's today it's 3 points to the victory, and we'll be back shortly for the Brisbane Roar game. Okay, so here we are back for the game against Brisbane Roar. We have just maybe a couple of changes. We've got Nishikawa coming in at left back for Traore, and I've got Haraj coming into the midfield in place of Brimmer, who's got some fitness issues at the moment. McManaman has come back onto the bench, and I'll look maybe to get 20 to 30 minutes of football action out of him. So Nishikawa, Ansell, Shotton and Rue are our defenders. Teague, Barnett, Haraj, Laurie Latanzio, Rojas, our two wide players, and Gastede up front, but I want him in a more of a pressing forward. Let's submit that team. Okay, so good run, go out there and press me. I think okay, so all quiet in the opening exchanges. Notice Rue's defence fitness isn't as good as what I thought it was. So Melbourne Victory with the number of shots on goal, even though they're being shaded in possession. So we'll keep a bit of encouragement on them. and we all get a positive feedback, so that's good. Okay, Gastede playing well. But nothing much in the way of game action, and just watching that match clock just roll quickly by. Time to drop another shout on them, but we'll do that after this. So Brisbane deep in our defensive third, but cleared up the field by Nishikawa. So Gastede a little bit slow to react to that. So lob forward to Nishikawa. And an Williams. And danger man out wide for them. Comes into the centre, volleyed over the bar. Come on. Okay, once again another highlight for Brisbane deep in our defensive third. Tanzio heads the ball away, Gastede comes back to pick it up. So Gastede wide out ride to Rojas. Okay, so Teague on the ball. Wide to Rue. Long ball forward, Gastede get on it. Oh, sharp angle, and Gastede takes that well. I thought that ball from Rue, was it in more hope than anything, but I think Gastede made it look a really good pass. The Teague out wide, Rue looked up, seam, you'd like to think. Long ball, Gastede onto it, and shot from about 20 degrees. So, okay, Melbourne Victory. 1-0 to the good. Laurie Latenzio not playing terribly well. It's coming up before half time. Maybe just give them a little bit of praise. Get the green Smarties down the bottom. With that, Brisbane will probably score now. Oh, save, cracked against the bar. And we kind of cleared it. Brisbane is setting up another attack just before half time. Block shot. Okay, so, come on. Looks like he was running in treacle there. Okay, so I don't know why Teague would be complacent. Oh. Okay, so we just need a bit of quality ball out, guys. Storm Rue. No, we'll get him to half time at least. I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. Okay, so numbers wise, Laurie Latenzio's not playing terribly well, so I might be looking at a change there with Gastede playing well. Okay, so 51 minutes, 52 minutes. Well, Rue's running out of puff. Yeah, look, Rue's running out of puff, so I just might pause it there. So with Rue running out of puff, I'll put Shotton over there. Broxham I've normally had in midfield. Actually, Haraj has played well in the centre of defence, and my central midfielder Brimmer can come on for Rue. So I think that works without disturbing the balance too much. McManaman, he can come on maybe for Latenzio later. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so Brisbane through and dispatched. Yeah. Cut open in the middle there. Sliced open. Ah. Defenders were nowhere near him. Good effort by Acton. Yep, we want those changes. Okay, so Latenzio is now bottoming out. And we'll bring him on. McManaman, he needs the run. Maybe swap him and Rojas. I'm going to prefer McManaman on the right. Yeah, right-footed. He can play the wing role. Rojas is right. And he can play the inside forward role. Okay. Shouts. Encourage. Okay, so Rojas and Teague are now bottoming out. I'll get another 10 minutes out of him. Too early to go with the third subby. Oh, Shotton. He's running on empty too. Good grief. Okay, options are Markovic for Shotton, who's picked up an injury. So, yep. Oh, McManaman. God, he hasn't lasted long. Does he want to come off? Ah. Well, unfortunately, we're going to run you into the ground. Yeah, ideally you wouldn't do that. I mean, you'd be pulling off players left, right and centre. Yeah, McManaman. He hasn't lasted long. Just, I can't believe that everyone's fitness crashed right out. I mean, it might have been able to do something there if Laurie Latenzio had he didn't have any fitness issues. He just had gaming issues. So I think McManaman, despite coming back from fitness, he was only going to be limited game time. He didn't even last that. So unlucky, not happy. Unlucky. Let's go with the unlucky one. So it'll be interesting to see what Shotton's picked up an injury, 6 to 9 days, twisted knee. McManaman 3 to 4 days. Okay, so not the end of the world. I thought it might have been a little bit longer than that. Okay, so that's the 1-1 draw. That points us back to 2 points in front, but Wanderers have got 2 games in hand, so we will probably lose top spot in the midweek because we have got Asian Cup games coming up, and Melbourne Victory are the only A-League representative in that, because Sydney and Perth were both knocked out in the qualifying rounds. So if I go to scheduling. Got an Asian Cup game coming up shortly. We'll play that. We'll make it the next episode to be an Asian Champions League doubleheader, and we'll play that United game offline. So I think that'll be the tactic. But look, thank you very much for watching this episode of What Price Victory. I'm Garry Foster, and we'll catch up with you shortly. Bye for now.